feel like I'm a nail shop hopper. Basically, I am. Trust the process. Okay, girl. Basically, her family members put Nair in her perm. I really need a roll. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Darian. It is the 31st of December, so it is New Year's Eve, and I just got my workout in, and now I'm about to go get a colonic. I'm so excited for this new year. I'm so excited for the things to come, and I'm just ready to like get going full force. I've already been working on the things that I'm excited about in the new year, but I'm just ready. Like, have you ever felt like it is time for just a new beginning, and the natural things happening just kind of align with it all? So that's how I feel about 2026. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and get a vlog started. I started out the day before the new year, get my workout in. Okay, and now I'm about to go get a colonic to cleanse my gut, and then go from there. Y'all, my first colonic, I was a little like, I just wanted to try it and see how it worked for me. And again, I'm speaking on my own experience. I can't say how it'll work for everybody else, but I had such a good experience. Like, before I went to get my colonic the first time, my gut was all over the place. Like, I felt like I was dealing with constipation, and the opposite of constipation, randomly, it was just like my gut, the flora had got all out of whack. And so since my colonic has been such a blessing, and of course, like, when I got my colonic, I made sure to take in as much probiotics and the prebiotics and all that stuff like afterwards, and just anything that would help to restore like normal flora. But it just gave my gut a reset, and so I think it's like 3 months later, and I just want to do it again. I'm ready to do it again, and I'm so excited. I feel like I'll have even better results, but like, my gut has normalized finally. I did notice immediate results, but like the lasting results, I felt like I kind of noticed that it was lasting like a couple of weeks after. Like, I was able to see like, wow, things really did change for the better. So yeah, let's go, y'all. I have like 10 minutes before my appointment starts, but I'm just going early and see if they can take me. Y'all, so I finished my colonic. This one was definitely more intense than my first one. This time my gut has been rebalanced and is in a better place, so I had a lot more cramping this time. When I first started, I thought that I had like a really deep cleanse after like a few minutes, and then probably like midway to almost towards the end of everything, that's when more started to come up. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But I feel good. Just like last time, I'm just gonna have a smoothie. I actually did not eat today, even though I worked out. I just was not hungry, and I didn't feel it. And I know they say it's not good to work out on an empty stomach, but to be honest, my stomach felt as if I would have ate. Like, my stomach felt full, and so I'm not going to force myself to eat if I'm not hungry. And my workout was fine. Like, I didn't feel lightheaded or anything. Normally, like, before my workouts, I will have my fat burner drink or whatever. It's a little bit that I mix, and then I'll do a juice that I make at home, or maybe like maybe like a yogurt, but I haven't even been craving the yogurt lately. I just take the juice just to like force myself, but this morning I just wasn't feeling it. Okay, so the first part of this vlog, I think, is just like my health and fitness and all of that. Just like, you know, getting everything ready for the new year. Anyway, this is a strawberry banana smoothie from Pliables. I'm about to go to TJ Maxx because I heard that they have the Juicy Couture sweatsuits they're like at a really good price, like 50% off of what they are on their actual website. So about to head there and then see if they have anything still. And then I don't know, I think I'm gonna just go home and just like clean up and stuff like that and get ready for the new year. So I will check back in. Actually, I might check back in at the store. You guys, I just took a trip to Hobby Lobby because I'm looking for decor. I did see some things. It wasn't like the exact things that I think I wanted. It just gave me some inspiration for how I can do a new coffee bar. But I did end up getting a mat, like a new mat for outdoors. I saw one that I felt like was so cute. It said welcome-ish, and in parentheses it says depending on who it is, because that is my attitude at home. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna get this. That's, you know, it might come off rude or whatever. But that's my attitude when I'm at home, because home is such a like space where I feel like you go and release and de-stress from the outside world. So yeah, that's how I treat my home. I don't just invite any and everybody in. So yeah, but anyway, I got one that just said home, okay? By the way, I have not been to Hobby Lobby in, well, probably like a year. A little over a year is when the last time I remember going there, and they have some really cute things. I'm noticing that one of the trends right now are vintage looking pictures with a gold frame, and I saw some cute ones, but I just don't know right now if that's what I want to like choose. So I'm gonna go see if they have these jumpsuits at TJ Maxx, and then I really want some wonton soup. I love wonton soup. I feel like I can eat that at any time of the day. Cute. I love this. Okay, y'all, so I needed to get more washcloths. I found this juicy set, $39.99. It has a thinner material, and the ones I have are a little thicker. So I like that this one is thinner for like springtime. And then this is for my sister, a Stanley cup. This one is $29.99. Hello you guys, so it is Saturday. I have not checked in a little bit. Y'all, look at this picture back here. I'm gonna see if I can, I don't know if you can really see it. Let's see. I was in Home Goods and I saw this and it just reminded me of like Barbie. This was $30, okay? It was actually on sale because there was like a crack on the side, but the lady at the register put some like super glue or something and it closed right on up, and I was like, I have to have this. I don't know why, I just want to show y'all because I love this picture. But anyway, oh, there it is. You should be able to see it better. Y'all, I'm a Barbie pink girl. A bubblegum pink. I love pink, okay? Anyway, let's chat a little bit. I don't think I've seen you guys in like, I don't know, a few days. So it is Saturday. I have on the juicy sweatsuit. I don't know if you guys can see. That I got from TJ Maxx. I love this one. I love their like suits. The two that I have, they're very thick, so it's basically to me like winter suits. So I'm happy to have a thin one that I can wear during the spring that's coming up. And I don't know if I wear this in the summer. I guess it just depends on where I'm going. So today is one of those busy Saturdays. I'm so excited because I lately have gone through some things that have just led me to that next version of who I want to be. Like, and I've been like this for a while. I was just watching like a self-help video about, I love watching stuff about like building wealth, finances, physical elevation, mental, spiritual elevation, because I personally have been on my own journey. So it's just like, you know, you like to kind of stick around and listen to the same kind of content of your journey that you're actually in. So that was like the first part of my morning of like just doing my makeup and everything. Today, I need to go get a new bank card. I feel like I'm about to start sweating for some reason. Like when I'm done getting ready, I like in the process of getting ready, I just start sweating. I need to get a new bank card so I can buy stuff. And then I really need to get my nails done. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go to a new salon that I've never tried. And y'all, my nails look really bad. Just in case they talk about me, I don't have to ever come back to it. I just need them to fix my nails, okay? So that is my process of going to a new salon. Because sometimes I have been to salons and I don't think they really understand that. At least I know that when they're talking about me, I can tell by body language and just the weird action. So just in case if they talk about me, I don't have to ever go back. I'm just gonna get my nails done and then switch to a new salon. I'm okay with salon hopping like nobody's business. After that, I just wanted to go look around a little bit and maybe do a little bit of shopping. I do need to go to Home Goods and I wanted to go smell a fragrance from Ray-Ban. I hope I'm saying the brand right. Ray-Ban or Ray-Ban. And we're just gonna see how this day goes. Yeah, I don't really have any like strict plans, but I do want to go look at a few places and just get out and about. So I'm about to put on my slides. I thought those were cute, even though they don't really like match exactly. And then I'm gonna be wearing my Glamaholic bag. So I just love this new version. It's 2026, y'all. I don't know if I really talked about that much. Yeah, it's 2026 and I can feel the shift. I felt the shift last year, like in December. I was like, oh yeah, it's time for this new year. So I'm so excited. If you have not been, like feeling good about the year, just change your mindset, change your perspective. That's what I've had to do a lot of, like over the years. What has happened to me in the past, does not matter. That's what I've had to do a lot. Probably last year. Last year was one of those years where I had come out of my hard seasons. A lot of people say Job season. And so last year, I noticed was like a year of just like realignment and rebalancing myself in life. And now I'm at a place where it's like, okay, I have my footing and I know where I'm going. Again, like my vision for life has been realigned. And now that I've learned the lessons that I've learned in those hard seasons, sorry y'all, my camera ran out of space, so I had to delete some stuff. Hopefully my nose is okay, y'all. I sometimes have like little allergy stuff going on. Anyway, but now that I have realigned and have like a fresh vision for where I want to go, the lessons that I've learned in those hard seasons have me in a place now of like, oh, I know what to look out for now going into the new place that I'm going to. So everything literally is for a purpose. Like if you feel like, oh, I went through these bad seasons or this happened to me, you have to, like, once you get through it, even through it, it can be hard to like have the right perspective. But once you get past that season of testing and trials and you are switching over to the next season, you have to be able to take those lessons from those seasons with you into the new seasons so that you can understand why this happened. Okay, if this never happened, when I got to this place, I would have been used by all these people, taken advantage of, and all these things. So yes, that is the place that I'm in now. I've already gotten the lessons, like I've gone through that part of it, but now I'm just in the place of walking out the new place again. Because once you get in your season of blessing, those same things you don't want from your past, you don't want to take those with you, because those very things could be a source of destruction in your new season, okay? And so when you're in your new season, you don't want anything coming in. So really not. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to leave. So let's go, y'all. It is what, like 12 o'clock now? 12:30. I wanted to leave at 12. I actually was going to leave sooner and just go straight to the bank like early in the morning when I got up. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to just drink some coffee and just chill at home for a little bit and just like organize some of my makeup. So yes. Okay. All right. Okay, y'all, don't mind the mess back there, but I finally got my nails done, y'all. dragged this last set. I dragged that out. Okay, so honestly, I love having my nails done. I just hate sitting and having to sit there and get them done. I this year want to be more intentional about just making sure that I stay on top of getting them done when they need to be done. Okay, I'm hoping that I can find like a spot that I love, that I don't feel like I need to like hop around. Like right now, I feel like I'm a nail shop hopper. Basically, I am. My hands are ashy, y'all. I don't have any lotion with me, and they just put nail oil on my cuticles, but I wash my hands, so it kind of was like, what's the point? So right now I am about to go in Nordstrom. I don't have anything that I directly want to buy. I just wanted to smell and see if they had the Ray-Ban fragrances. I think I mentioned that earlier, so I'm gonna go see if they have that there. There's a man that works at this one, and he's pretty cool. Like, he always is like, text me if you need any fragrances or you need any information. And this was actually, I don't know if I told you guys, last year around like, well, I guess it's a new year now, but it was like November 2024. There was this fragrance that I really wanted, and it was like perfect. I know it had to be God, because, and yes, he cares about the little things, even like perfume and stuff. I have been wanting this perfume, and I never knew that Nordstrom would put that perfume online. And so I always, like, throughout the year of 2024 was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait, because this perfume is a little bit more than I usually would just jump and buy a perfume. Like, I feel like if a perfume is like 70, you know, to like maybe 90, I'm a little bit more compelled to like jump and buy it. But if it's past that, I really have to like this fragrance before I just spend my money on a perfume. So I wanted that fragrance because I felt like it gave, sorry y'all, it's a hair I think on my lips, but I felt like the perfume, the scent of it gave like rich, wealthy, but still like feminine and girly, although it's a unisex fragrance. And I just love that feel. Okay. Oh, that's why I waited, because I didn't know, like, it gave that description, but I didn't know if it actually smelled like that. I had never smelled the fragrance. So I went in Nordstrom one day, because they normally don't have this fragrance on a sample. I don't know if they changed it now. You know, like, they'll have like a tester bottle. And one day I went in there and I saw the tester bottle of it, and I was like, this has to be meant to be. And so I asked the man, could I have like a sample of the fragrance? Like, I don't even know if I asked him that. I just asked, could I like sample it or whatever, like spray it on. I probably just grabbed it and started spraying on, and then I asked questions about it. And he was like, here, I'll give you like a whole sample of it. The sample was like a nice size sample, like bigger than the ones that Sephora used to give out. And so I was like, okay. And he was like, you know, this is actually like, I think it was like 20% off for the holidays. So I was like, this is perfect. Like, I kept waiting, and I didn't yet feel like it was time yet. And then everything just aligned for me to get the fragrance. I know it might sound dramatic for some people, but the details matter in life, okay? Anyway, all of that to say, I'm about to go on Nordstrom, look for fragrance. I need to go get like some self care stuff. So I need to get like some hair ties and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna go to Home Sense. So I'm looking for like a cute little furry stool. I have gone to Home Goods a couple of times, but nothing was like really sticking out to me. So that's the plans for right now, y'all. I do want to be home by hopefully 4:30. It is 3 o'clock right now, and I need to work out today, so that's important. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get dinner and all that stuff while I'm out, so I don't have to leave to come back out, and I can work out at home. So that's my plan. All right, okay, y'all. I really need a robe. I just don't like the way this feels. These are cute. Cute-ish. So I saw these Stanleys, and I considered getting one because it was smaller. I would use it, but I don't necessarily need it. And then I saw this and I feel like it's so cute. So I need help. Hello you guys. Let me cut this air off. Hello you guys. So it is the next morning. I wanted to get back on camera and do like a quick haul from yesterday, but it started raining while I was out and I didn't even end up going to Home Sense because I was like, I'm just ready to go home. You know, when it starts to get rainy and the sky starts to get dark, it's like I want to go get in my bed. So I ended up going home this morning. I just left a workout. Y'all, my car is still a mess. I'm gonna get to it, okay? I'm gonna get to it. This morning I wanted to do a workout because I am getting back focused as far as like my calorie count. I like calorie counting as far as like me maintaining a healthy lifestyle, as far as like how much I eat. The thing that I have done for like years is count calories, and also that has helped with weight loss. Sometimes I go through like, and I've been doing this probably like over 10 years, like counting calories, like with the apps and stuff. Sometimes I get tired of just like every single day putting in what I eat. Not that it's anything I can't do, but because I've done it so long, sometimes I go through these phases where like, okay, I can kind of like figure out what it's enough for me for the day, and then I find myself kind of going back, because I feel like once you go from the structure to like trying to do it, well, I'll speak for me, trying to do it on my own, I feel like it can be easy to kind of like start to be more lenient. And so no, right now I'm back with counting my calories, and then I have specific workouts and things like that I'm doing for the new year. And also, one thing I am working on is watching sugar, because I realized that sugar is in so many things. That's something new that I am trying to be more conscious about, is really looking at the things that I'm eating and how much sugar is actually in those things. I mean, obviously, if you eat like cake and dessert and stuff like that, that's fine. But as far as like on an everyday basis, yeah. Okay, y'all, sorry if I sound like kind of scattered right now. I am out and about and my mind is on getting in the store and then, you know, some other things. So I'm about to go into Home Goods and just look for a stool. And I really don't feel like driving all the way to Home Sense today. It still is kind of gloomy outside, but if I do, I'll bring the camera in with me. Till then, let's go see what Home Goods has. Look at Home Goods. I love this. This is cute. Trust the process. Okay, girl. These are cute too. Okay, you guys. So, Home Goods did not have what I was looking for. And then I just went straight to Aldi. I'm on my way to get a coffee because I am switching things around, where I think I'm going to do like protein coffees during the week, unless I do like a regular cup of coffee at home. And then I'll do like my specialty iced coffees, whether I make it myself or buy it, on the weekends. I just feel like right now with the goals that I want, that's just what I'm going to have to do, okay? So I'm going to try this week a recipe for the protein coffee and see if I like it. Maybe I'll show you guys how to do it. Hopefully tastes good. I found a cappuccino flavored protein powder, so hopefully it just like blends in and just goes well with everything. But it is freezing outside, and I always do this when it's freezing. I just walk out without my jacket. I think I'm so used to it being hot that when it's actually cold, I never properly plan for it to be freezing. But yeah, so just left the store. This is something that I have noticed. So the past years, I have eaten out probably at least 4 days a week, maybe even 5. Some weeks even be 6 days a week, every week. Of course, depending on the week. I try to at least cook at least 2 days during the week. And so I feel like this is so sad that I just went grocery shopping for 3 days And I just spent what I feel like I could have gotten 3 to 4 days of eating out with. So, and usually when I eat out, I'll get like meals that have like multiple servings. Like I'll go to a Chinese restaurant, I'll go to like a Jamaican restaurant. I'm a person that likes like hearty food versus food that, you know, I'll be hungry the next second. And so the fact that I just went into Aldi, and I love Aldi, considering I did get 2 things of meat, but even without that, I feel like what I spent for 3 days worth of groceries to cook with, what is going on? I feel like that's actually kind of crazy. Like, I remember the days when cooking at home helped to, I guess, save money. And I'm not saying that it still can't, but I just feel like what I just spent, granted, I'm a type of person, like, I will invest in stuff like my food, like what I want, but I didn't feel like I got anything out of the norm that I feel like a normal family would buy. I got like meat, some vegetables, I got like milk and dairy stuff for like to cook with, cheese. So yeah, this definitely is a time, I feel like, in society where the economy don't really know, you know, what's about to happen. I mean, I feel like I know, but it's just, yeah. Anyway, I'm to get coffee. Got the coffee. Now it's time to go home. Hey you guys, so I am finally home. I've been home for a little bit. I took a shower and I put up groceries, basically doing like a little, like, I guess what YouTube would call, or YouTubers would call, Sunday reset, cleaning up, just really getting ready for Monday, which is tomorrow. So next week. But I decided that this probably is like a good time for me to get a quick haul in. I don't know if the lighting is that great, so, but it's still light outside. Let me cut on my room light and see if that helps. Okay, y'all, I feel like that might actually be worse. But yeah. And then you guys, I am going to plan this year. I just felt like I should get a planner for this year because I am a person where I love like writing out my daily tasks and then just working from a list. So I do that a lot on my phone, and that has worked for me for years. But for some reason, I just want to get back to the basics of planning on paper. So I got me a little journal off of Amazon, and it finally delivered. So I'm gonna go ahead and start from January 1st. It is not the 1st anymore. I think it's the 4th at the time that I'm filming this. So I'm just gonna go back because the way my mind works is I like things to be in order and like in a particular way. So I just don't want to leave 1, 2, and 3 empty. I want it to be cohesive. There is something about 2026 where, of course, every new year I feel like can be exciting for anybody. It's a new change. I always feel motivated in a new year, but there's just something special about 2026 that I just feel on the inside, and I can't really like explain it, but I just know it. Like, I just know 2026 is already amazing and going to continue to be amazing. Like, in my mindset, I have already started on certain things that I want to see happen in my life as far as what I need to do and the changes that I need to make. And I just feel like I have to stay focused. I have to stay full force. And that's usually the time when distractions will come. But yeah, I don't want to go into it as far as that. And if you're watching this, I hope that it ends up being an amazing year for you also. So let's do this haul. So I went to Nordstrom yesterday because I just wanted to see if they had any new fragrances, or if they had any fragrances inside of Nordstrom that is not necessarily new, but maybe they had testers for. And so I didn't really see anything new, but I have been keeping my eyes on this fragrance from Le Monde Gourmand. I have a few of their fragrances, and to be honest, I haven't used some of them a lot, but when I smelled this one, I was like, this smells so good. This is one of those fragrances that I'm still trying to like get my groove on, because I feel like it's one of those fragrances where I just absolutely love just smelling it. Like, it smells so good in the bottle, but when I sprayed it on my skin, I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm gonna wear this for a little bit. What I immediately thought about this was that I felt like it would be a perfect scent to layer with the Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow. So the pink one from the Kayali fragrance line. I feel like these will go really well together. This actually reminds me of something. Do you remember the strawberry heart candies? Like, it comes in a wrapper that looks like a strawberry, and I think it's like a red candy. I never really ate those, but the smell of this kind of reminds me of a creamy, not too creamy, but a little bit of a creamy version of those candies. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I like it. If not, I can always return it. I actually could have bought this from Ulta because I get points at Ulta, but it's okay. I'm sure I will reach my goal again this year at Ulta so that I can continue being a diamond member. And then I asked for samples for the Creed fragrances. I don't even know why she gave me this Creed bag for that for the small fragrance I got, but you know what? I'm grateful. So she gave me some samples of the Creed fragrances, and I remember I came in months ago and I was just smelling the Creed fragrances, and the one that stood out to me was Carmina. I feel like Carmina reminds me of the Victor and Rolf Bonbon fragrances. I don't know if you remember those, but they look like little bowls. I have not seen those anymore, and I think I got mine in like 2021. I just love the way it smells. I'm not a floral girl, but there's something about this fragrance, like the way it's put together, that I like. Doesn't remind me exactly of the Bonbon fragrance I have, but I don't know why it reminds me of that one. And then y'all, I just had to pick up some more of these Zevo refills. Something I have found is that the Bath and Body Works plugins, they smell really good and I love having them, but I noticed that fruit flies, or what do you call them? The little tiny flies are very attracted to those. So I have combated that with the Zevo. And then I'm also a person where, like, if I'm like in the main area, I like having the patio open, not like just open to the public, but if I'm like in the area out there, and sometimes like in the kitchen and stuff, I like to just have it open just to have some fresh air come in, so bugs live outside. And then I needed some hair ties, and I saw that these were like really thick hair ties, and my hair, I don't want to put any extra tension on it outside of what I actually need, like just to pull my hair back in a bun and stuff. So I got these. These are some thick ones. I don't really know what you would call this. It just says for thick hair. And then I have been wanting to get a new cup for my iced coffee, so I thought that this was cute. I feel like I have a little bit of a love for cups. I don't want to call it an addiction, okay? But when it comes to cups, I will like buy cups, but at least now I'm at a place where I will throw out an old cup and then like take in a new cup. So I'm trying to do that in every aspect of my life, instead of just piling and piling and piling stuff up and I don't use it. Like, for instance, clothes that I've had in my closet for like 10 years, even if they still look good, if I know I'm not going to wear it anymore, then get rid of it. Or you can get something else. And then I got another cup. Okay, y'all, I ended up getting this cup. This is from the brand Simple Modern. I was in the store and I actually saw a Stanley, and it was like this, like very faint pink color, and I just thought that it was so cute. I was like, I can get me a smaller one because I don't have a smaller Stanley. I have the bigger ones, and it does actually motivate me to have like a cup to drink out of during the day. The only thing is having to continue to wash them. It's just easier to just grab an already pre-made water bottle, but I also feel like that can be unnecessary. Like, you have a cup, you can just fill it up with ice and water. I love that too, having ice with my water. So I ended up getting that, and yeah, that was it. I just did like a little mini haul. I'm like in a place in my life where I don't want to just be buying stuff just to be buying stuff, and I went through a season of that for no reason. Okay, a lot of the stuff I don't even remember what I bought, and once I woke up and realized that, I was like, we gotta change that. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, to have spent a bunch of money on stuff and you don't even have the stuff or even know what you spent your money on, that's a problem. Okay. All right, y'all, so let's get started. Oh yeah, I'm also getting my hair done tomorrow, so I might take you guys with me. I'm getting a silk press, and I have not gotten a silk press, I don't think, ever, to be honest. I've had my hair straightened before, but not in the past years, and I have not gotten a silk press, I don't think, ever. I don't be getting into hair stuff like that. I believe there's a difference, but from just straightening your hair versus a silk press, I'm not really sure. Although it both is doing the same thing. So yeah, I will try to take you guys with me for that. I actually forgot that I have to do that. So I need to actually make sure I work out in the morning, and I'm probably going to cook dinner early tomorrow so that I can just have it out the way, depending on when I go. Okay, y'all, so let's get to journaling. Not journaling, I keep saying journaling. Let's get to planning, and then I will check in tomorrow. Y'all, so it is the next day and I am home. I ended up today going to get a silk press. I normally would not get this done on my natural hair because I am still in the process of learning how to actually like take care of my natural hair outside of keeping it braided up, and yeah. So, and when I say braided up, I mean like braided up, and I just wear weave and stuff. So that has worked for me throughout the years, and I work out a lot, I sweat a lot, so I feel like getting it styled, what really makes it, that's just like a lifestyle thing for me, is working out. And even if I do like the slightest workout, even if I'm not working out, sometimes if I'm just like moving around too much, I start sweating. So hold on, let me put on some lip moisturizer. Okay, so I ended up just getting it because someone needed to make content for their hair page, like to build their hair page. I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and get it done. And then she trimmed my ends, so I'm excited about that because that will allow me to continue to grow it out and grow healthier. And yeah, so I'm excited. Okay, y'all, so first of all, before I even get into what I was about to get into, have you guys heard about this video this girl posted? I saw online, and basically her family members put Nair in her perm, and then I guess perm her hair. So she came on camera showing the evidence of, it was like a big bald spot in the middle. Well, it still had like little, it was basically bald. And then she just had like little tiny pieces all around. You could clearly tell that something happened. This is why I don't trust people, okay? This is why I act the way I act, okay? Alright? I done been betrayed enough to know you can't trust nobody, okay? This was her family. Her whole family wanted to take all her hair out. Some of the things that I myself have experienced in my life, and some of the things that I just hear out here, I literally, like, when I heard this, I was not laughing at the lady, but I could not stop laughing because it just, like, I couldn't believe what I heard. I couldn't believe that there are people that, well, I can, but it's like, you just don't want to believe that people like that do things like this really are out here. Like, it's just, anyway. So this is why I am the way I am, okay? Anyway, I'm about to unbox two items that I ordered after Christmas. It was like after Christmas sale. So I have a serum, which I've already used his serum before, and then I ordered a cup, like a coffee cup, because it looked cute, and I was like, you know, again, I think I mentioned this in this vlog, I love me some cups. Like, I'm a cup girl. So let's open them. The first package is from LYS. So is their Think Bright serum. So the first time I had this, I kind of like kept it in my makeup area, and I just kind of used it as a primer. This is what it looks like. I love how most of their packaging has like the triangular shape. But I know LYS has a lot of like clean ingredients, is one of those brands. So I love that about LYS, and I just love the, what do you call it? Like, they have a signature when it comes to their products. So I decided I wanted to repurchase this and leave this in my skincare section and actually use this on a daily basis. My other one, because it is a clean product, my other one, I think I had about like this much left, but I threw it away because I couldn't tell if it started to, this one actually doesn't have a smell, but I felt like the other one started to smell a little odor. Again, I had it for a while and I used it, but I didn't use it as quickly as I could have. Like, I feel like I had it a couple of years. Then the next item is from Glamaholic Lifestyle. So this is their tumbler cup. This also, I think, was like, I don't know, it was like 20 or 30% off. And I meant to get this when they had their 40% off sale. Okay, my storage ran out, but basically the whole website in November was on sale for like 41%. I was like, let me be responsible and not just buy. And then when the sale went off, because I thought Black Friday would be just as good, it was not. I guess it's like the owner's birthday, so she does like, I guess, a sale for like her birthday age. So it was like 41%. Anyway, I saw that the cup went back on sale. I think it was like either 20 or 30% off. So I was like, let me grab it. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to open it. This is what the cup looks like. It is from Glamaholic Lifestyle. So this is actually glass, although it doesn't feel like glass. Even though it's glass, it feels like plastic, and this is just like one of those rubbery like tops. Okay, so I plan on making my coffees and stuff and just having it in here. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to get in the bed, and on that note of the story about the video that I saw, this is why you don't be trusting people, okay? Not even just with your head, okay? You don't need to be trusting people, alright? Alright, so thanks for watching the vlog, and I hope you have a great day or night or wherever you are, whatever you're doing.